No, I'm not doing behind the scenes stuff last minute. No, not at all. Of course not. That's silly. Who would ever think that? There we go. I think I'm ready. Here we go. Hey, welcome in. What's going on, everybody?
Hello, peasants.
Let's go indeed. What is happening? Wow, we got Robert over on YouTube. We got Kobe, Montana saying hello and a good flight. I'll try and have a good flight. I'll do my best. I had a very rare for me crash already. I've already crashed. I've already had a little bit of a difficulty. And Cobra is here. What's going on, Cobra? With a 10 stream streak. I don't trust those. I think you've seen more than that. Back on Xbox, the game no longer seems to like being installed. Oh, bummer. Weird. That is very weird. I actually had a problem today too. Sippy dude, how you doing? And Storm, good evening. Welcome in. And Marco, welcome in. We are back on the trail. And I had some other things to say. I forgot. Good to see everybody. In the DRACO. I watched a story about this plane
When you're living
on the
in a
YouTube.
van down by the river.
Yeah, I had a CTD. When did I have that? Just as I was setting everything up. I was about to load in. And instead of loading in, it crashed. We've already got the cactus way out here. We're in New Mexico now. Going from New Mexico to Arizona. Kind of a short flight. 8,725 nautical miles today. At the end of the day, I assume. With an average of 264.394. Or thereabouts. Romeo Alpha Delta. Great shirt. I threw up in my mouth a little at the thought of the Seahawks winning our... I know, I'll be honest. I can't decide who I want to lose more. That's what I think of this year's competition. I don't know who I want to lose more. Quite honestly. Or what uniform, what laundry I want to use more, as Seinfeld once put it. Which laundry do I want to lose the most? Kind of think I'm okay with the Seahawks winning, seeing as who they would be winning against. You're rooting for a giant meteor, and then maybe we could get them back in San Francisco where they belong. A giant meteor destroys the stadium. Yeah. Yes, indeed. One of my favorite stories about the whole thing this morning was there was a story about, see what's going on over there. Oh, that's nice. There was a story about the salt ponds that are 25 feet, not feet. They're not even, what did they say? 25 yards? It can't be that much. Can't be that close. But just beyond the stadium is a bunch of salt ponds in the San Francisco Bay. And that was kind of my favorite Super Bowl story so far. They look gorgeous. Apparently they're not the best for destroying what used to be there, but there's way less than there used to be. They can get the same product out of, what was it? 25,000 acres or something? It's some huge area, but it's like 50,000 acres less than it was 100 years ago. The same amount comes out of way less space. I'm not sure how they do that. Just how they process it, probably. Beast and Anya, try plan or plane? The plan or plane or dashboard. We're on the Southeast Asia server. We're currently in... So what airport are we at? We're where we left off. Kilo, Lima, Romeo, Uncle. There it is. There it is, right there. and I am jumping in my plane. I picked up the DRACO because, you know, it's cool. Where'd I go? Oh, there it is. There it is. Let's do it that way. It's always easier. Oh, wait. Oh, it's completely biffed. It's messed up. I don't know what happened to my... Why is it doing that? Anyway, I should be able to do all this. Get all my stuff off, get started. This is a pretty amazing story. The owner-builder of this, he bought an aircraft very much like this at a... I forgot, one of the big air shows. It might have been at... the biggest one. But anyway, he bought this aircraft that looked a lot like this, and he flew it for a while. And he loved it, and then he sold it and flew a bunch of other planes. But he always wanted to get this back, but he had all these fixes for it that he wanted to do. So he basically just drew a clean sheet design and completely designing it himself. He just designed dozens of planes and then built this thing from scratch, and then a while later, he unfortunately wrecked it. Viper Strike, hello, welcome in. How you doing? Nice to see ya. Oops, I don't remember how to do this. I was gonna give a shout out to Viper Strike, and I messed it up. There it is. I always give a shout out to Viper Strike. There we go. So anyway, I still haven't gotten to the complete story of what happened when he crashed it. I don't like hearing about crashes, I guess. I'm not a big crash guy. A lot of people love the crash stories. But it's done by these folks, got friends. It still seems to operate really good, despite whatever changes they've done in the flight sim. Why am I so messed up as far... Oh, that's weird. My camera's all messed up. I think it's from my tracking. We're getting forward to... hopefully we'll be back to testing on SU5 beta. Oh yeah, very soon. I use this thing called Be My Tracker, which I really love, or loved. But it seems to have messed things up for me. They just updated it, and you're supposed to be able to use it without another program, without OpenTrack, but it doesn't seem to be working. Let me turn OpenTrack. Now, when I turn it on, oh yeah, no, it's messed up. It is messed up. Something is weird. Yellow Photo Man, great shirt. Rather be there than watching the game. Rather be, oh nice to hear. It is going to be sort of short so that I can go eat snacks and watch the game a bit. But, you know, this year it's mostly about the snacks. Mostly, ooh, there we go. It is kind of interesting that both quarterbacks are new. It was a very hard win when Mike crashed. Oh, it was a very hard win when he did it. I've seen him talk about it a little bit where he admits that it was his fault, so I wasn't sure what that was about. So maybe he thought he shouldn't have been flying in that wind. Maybe that's what he meant. Oshkosh, Wisconsin Whitman Regional, Mike Patey. Thank you. Thank you very much. That's it exactly. Oshkosh is what I was trying to think of. Mike Patey picked it up at all. But he didn't pick up this plane. He picked up one very much like this, which I always thought he took the plane that he bought originally and then built this. But he built this pretty much from scratch. No, entirely from scratch. Because he wanted a different wing and he wanted different gear. And he wanted to put this insane engine in it. So yeah, it's pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. And I think I hit that first. Yep, we got the battery on. I couldn't start it yesterday because I forgot to take all the outside stuff off. So it won't start with all the things on the outside. Won't do it. You need the avionics even to start. If you don't have anything else. Put on the taxi light. Why not? Put on the nav beacon. put on a lot. It's got a lot of lights, and then this is just statements
Now, what I have
saying
for your
that's not
starters
ready to
today
go.
is a potato-encrusted scallop with lobster foam. And we're going to top that with some nice cream fraiche.
And Viper Strike says, hoping the Seahawks win because I've had enough trauma seeing the Patriots winning the Super Bowl, and that's coming from a Colts fan. Now, see, from San Francisco fans' point of view, I don't want to see the Seahawks win, except for the fact that I'll take anyone beating the Patriots. It's been my attitude for years. Anyone beating the Patriots is okay with me, even though their former tight end has a fantastic podcast with his brother. I'll still take anyone beating the Patriots. So now we got to start it. So prop forward, condition lever where it is, hit the start button. I have to go back down here to see it because my head tracking is not wanting to work. So I hit that and check my sound. There we go. Bring the conditioner lever up just to the beginning. This jumps sometimes. There it goes. Sometimes it jumps all the way up. There we go. And this looks, the animation on this thing, everything about it, come on. It's just so fun. It is so fun. Oh, I screwed up. I'm going to have one of my people run out and grab that. And so if I do that, yeah, there we go. I had an assistant take that off. I'm glad I noticed that before I got up in the air and wondered why my airspeed indicator was not working. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Okay, we'll turn the map on. And I think I have all my lights on. I want the generator on. What else am I skipping down here? Avionics are already on. This is the pitot heat, which, do we need that today? Sometimes it's cold out here in the desert. We're in New Mexico desert. We're going to the Tucson desert. Tucson. And what is my air temperature? It's right here, right? 20 C. That seems plenty warm enough. We don't really need it. We can inflate the doors. We're going to take off. The doors have a seal around them. Why do the doors have a seal around them, by the way? Does anyone know that? Is that for safety, or is that to make them even more aerodynamic? Now I should be able to turn off my starter. I forgot to do that yesterday. I still have a red light which says generator off. Really? That's the generator. I should be able to turn off my starter. There you go. We're still running, yes? All good. All good, all good. Pitot heat is way up there. Landing lights down. Let's turn all these lights on. They're just fun. They're just fun. See, look at all those. Look at all the lights. Light up the world, even though it's daytime. Can't have too many lights. Ha! 79 in Austin today. Ah, nice. Nice. Finally. This morning, it said 40 when I got up, I think. And the high is going to be 50 or 49 or something. And so we're getting a big 9-degree difference between the high and the low. Oh, wait a minute. Where's those edge lights? Where are those lights way out on the edge? Tail backup light, de-ice, camera, nose light, tip taxi. That's what we want, right? Yes. Come on, more lights. All right, we're gonna slowly go out. We're not gonna go. We're gonna do what we always do in this plane, and we're gonna take off across the runway because you don't really need to go up the runway. We're gonna follow the 10 freeway as we've been doing for the 200 miles we have today, and adjust this again. I don't know, I said driving music. That's what I put into my search. Driving music. Oh, well. Oh, I'm looking at my wind. That's what I'm looking for. Looking for wind. I've got no indicator. Where's my wind? Why isn't it telling me? Why is this broke? Oh, because my sim crashed. That's interesting because the last few times I've done this, I'm looking at my little nav map, and the last few times I've done this, it's been fine. I haven't needed to restart it. But today it looks like I need to restart it. Not the sim, just the little nav map. Okay, let me restart that. Loading back in CTD. Yeah, something's weird today. Something is bizarre. Something's not quite perfect. I don't know what it is. There I am, and now I have a 4-knot tailwind from where I'm, well, a crosswind, 4-knot crosswind from where I'm sitting. And I will not simply close the map again. I almost did. I almost just closed it right away. Oh boy, release parking brake and keep the prop where it is. As I say, I'm gonna taxi over, oh there we go. I'm gonna taxi just here, and we should be able to take off before the other side of the runway. Right here before the other side of the runway. This cruise is, if anybody's wondering, this cruise is at about 171 if you don't back off. Ooh, look at that. Nice lineup. It cruises pretty fast. Pretty fast. I also watched the Red Bull Air Racing team start up and do stunts. There we go. Yeah! Missed. Totally missed. Okay. So, condition level forward. I keep saying prop. Condition level full forward. Wind it up. Can you actually get it on its wheels? You can't. Not quite. Release the brakes. And we're off before the runway. Before the runway! We took off in the length of that taxiway. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. So we are not restricted to the, we are not restricted to where to the runways I've marked out. I was curious why those buildings are all flat when the rest of the area, ooh yeah, hot rod. Oh gosh. I needed that sound effect when I had a Prius. I always wanted to put really loud speakers on the Prius and play it sounds like that. See if anyone notices. All right, let me go over here, kind of see where I am. The 10 is right there, so yeah, that is it. I'm on the right highway. I am correct. This area actually is very pretty. It's very nice out here. It's a big flat area, but there are mountains. There are mountains all around, see? Mountains everywhere. Okay, there's gonna be more, but it's a really gorgeous area. There's some in the background there. It's really nice out here. Between these two spots. Flipper Alloy 30, good afternoon. I have a phone number for you to call. No one was watching. That was so fast, no one could have possibly seen. No way. Special permission. You know, sometimes when I'm doing this, I'm flying along like this. Occasionally, I think I'm just like playing around in a simulated environment or something. It's very, I get this weird feeling that I'm just staring at a computer screen. Never mind, now I'm spoiling for myself. All right, we got some folks today. Check it out. There's Red Heron trying to shoot me down. Can't shoot me down. Storm, Klatsky, Seppi Dude, Speedy Pro, Blah Formula, who is, I'll get his name in a minute. Pump Guy, Marco, Beastonomy, Cobra is here. Cobra, what's going on? This does have an autopilot. I thought I would fly it for a minute first. It really doesn't need the autopilot so much, but it's easier for people following along. So what am I doing now? I'm doing it like 100 million miles an hour. Let's see if this works. Nope. Nope, it broke. Don't know what it is. Sorry about that. I don't really need it today, but the only reason I've not put in chase plane is because I really want my, let's restart it. Nope. I really want this to work because I love head tracking. Oh, now I'm not seeing where the beam is even started. Maybe that, no, there it is. That's the problem. Okay, weird.
Heart in your general direction.
Weird. We have that illegal maneuver on video. No, you don't. That's impossible. Impossible. Oh, let's go over here. There we go. This thing is a rocket. It's a virtual rocket. It does this when I put on the autopilot. I don't know why it does that. And then it settles back in. It shoots up like that. And then it settles back in a minute. No idea what that's about. Maybe the autopilot is just too much for this plane. Like the plane is too much for the autopilot. So let's put on heading and alt. There we go. The trim is resetting to 0. It's a known bug. Thank you. Known by most of us. Known by everyone but myself, I guess. There we go. But I just want, the tracking is so much easier. Now I'm doing 167. I've slowed down. Undocumented feature. That's what it is. I still cannot get this to 0. Oh, here's my problem. There we go. We have to center the thing, and then we'll see if that works. I like undocumented feature. I like that somehow. All kinds of sights around us. Sights and sounds and stuff. Kinds of cool stuff around here. Coming up, we have another airport. Keeler Farm and Denning Municipal. Going right by a VOR, if anyone wanted to use that for navigation. I mean, right by it. At least the road should be easy. It should be! It really should not be too difficult for us to follow the road.
In 100 yards, turn left. Please proceed to highlighted route.
That's hilarious. That must be an Apple Maps. the gray version have a functional FLI? It does? Just the gray version? So, because this has that, but I thought it didn't work. Aha! This has got it. Yeah. I didn't know that worked. They must have fixed that at some point. There it is. That's really important on a day like today. That's cool. It is very cool, though. Oh, can I see the planes? Oh, no. It's not going... The back one's broken. It does the front, but no. Okay. Let's turn that off. I like the maps. And also, I'm going up and down for no apparent reason. I'm oscillating. Is that because of my speed, I wonder? Let's see if that's what it is. Now I'm just... I don't know what it is. It thinks it's on the water. I pulled back the throttle. I pulled it back. Oh, I landed at that. I landed at that airport yesterday. That's an airport that is that on the map? I don't think that's on the map. Oh, yeah, it is. It's there. It's there. It's just a piece of dirt. Just a piece of dirt. And then I tried to get my camp out utility to work. Something happened to that. Something completely happened to that. It's gone. I don't know what happened to it. Always a mystery what's going to be here when I start the old Flight Simulator 2024. What will we have today? Well, we have nice scenery. We have the DRACO. Awesome piece of plane. So that must be the railroad just below me in the freeway over there. I think that's supposed to be railroad. That was the hardest part about virtual Oshkosh. Virtual Oshkosh is something they have been doing every year. They'll probably do it again this year. If you want one of the biggest challenges for a GA pilot and you haven't done Oshkosh in the real world, do virtual Oshkosh. It is just... But the railroad tracks are hard to follow. For part of it, you follow the railroad tracks on your way to the airport. And they're a little hard to follow compared to... like X-Plane or something. But that will get your that'll get your heart going. Real world Oshkosh controllers do virtual Oshkosh. I hope they do it this year. Now that I'm talking about it, I did it for 3 years, and then I decided, well, it's kind of the same thing doing it every year. So I didn't do it last year. Oh, and the last time I did it, I actually messed up. I can't remember what I did wrong. Oh, I think I went to the wrong runway, and so they told me to go around. And they did it just like the real world. Instead of having me go around the entire distance instead of having me go all the way back and get in line again, they did direct me to the, I gotta redo my Pan American Highway music. They did direct me back. They vectored me just a little bit over the lake and all the way back in, so I didn't have to go clear out and back around. It was great. It was great because I had just seen that happen to a real world pilot on the YouTube, so it was very cool. I'm looking online and I can't remember what I'm looking for. I'm looking for something. Oh, I'm supposed to be looking at my map to look for our next airport. Oh, it's a little ways yet. We have a turn before the next airport. I couldn't really find any bush airports out here. There's no real, like, bush airports. No real short fields. Plenty of airports. I see another landing going on over here. There we go. It's cool to listen to Oshkosh controllers and watch the planes on something like Flight Radar 24. They also do it live. They usually have the controllers live, and a lot of pilots go in, are filming when they go into it. It's pretty nuts. Pretty nuts. So if you're interested at all in joining this flight, the nearest airport is right there. Oh, now my flow broke. Everything is breaking today. The sim is having a day. It's having a day. Cool to listen. Oh, I read that. So that is Kilo Delta Mike November right there. Good size airport. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Right there. As I cruise by. We could have landed a dozen airports today. Easy. Easy schmeezy. And is this a town I can pronounce? We're in the U.S. now. I should be able to pronounce the towns. Or is that town in Mexico? Oh, that's really funny. There's a Pepper's Supermarket and a McDonald's. Billy the Kid Produce. Of course. Ventura is just behind us. Not 100% sure what this... is it Deming? Are we in Deming? Deming, New Mexico. Thank you. I just got it when you pointed out to me. Thanks. What's the name of music playing right now? Right now, the music playing is... I use a service called Epidemic Sound, and this is The New Black by Mary Riddle. Mary Riddle. I think I can even... Can I send a link of this? I know there's a way somehow that I can send a link if you want to check it out, but that's it. Let's go there. Oh, there. That goes along with the music. Woohoo! Sunday cruise is on. Gosh, I didn't really introduce myself. This is Flights with Joel. We are doing Sunday cruise. I forget to introduce who I am a lot of times. We do this every Sunday, and we are currently on the Pan American Highway. We are going across the U.S. on the Interstate 10, one of the longest interstate highways in the U.S. And we're going to go all the way from here. We're getting on the 5 freeway, then we're going through Canada, up through Alaska to Prudhoe Bay, Alaska. About the furthest north you can go on the roads without getting on a boat or a plane or something else. That is what we're up to. And I found out yesterday that if you take the autopilot off, oh, now it's adjusting the trim. I see. It does have to adjust trim. I found out yesterday that even though this is a aircraft built for stall operations, it does stunts fairly reasonably. It does aerobatics without too much trouble. It doesn't complain much. Absolutely loves it, right? Sorry, I thought you guys were further behind. There we go. Little rudder to get it around, and perfect. It's slow, lumbering, but it does it. It does it. Still have it a little fast. It's a little fast. Trying not to... Am I being fired at again? Ah! Now see, I get to see the bullets because I have the same aircraft. The F4F. Another... that is another Gut Friends, isn't it? That is another one. It doesn't stall inverted. Oh no, why would it? Why would it stall inverted? It's a turboprop. You need a carburetor, a gravity-fed carburetor, really, to stall inverted. There's not a lot of planes that will stall inverted in the sim. Unless they are gravity-fed and they've done the mechanics, you know. There's not a ton of them. I'm fairly certain the Stearmans will. All the Stearman, there's three Stearman models. I have two of them. And like the Jenny will. What else have I found that will stall inverted? But a turboprop, there's no reason in the world. Plus I have the fuel pumps on. The fuel pumps are on right now. So, yeah. Oh gosh, not this sucker. That is a turboprop. Look at that thing. Look at that thing. It's built to take off in like 10 feet and land in about 10 feet. There you go. There's a good example of how it won't stall inverted. Yet another good example. Some people fly that way all the time. Absolutely nuts. Even the, I think even the 172, all the Cessnas, not all of them, but I think most of them are fuel injected. So they won't really stall inverted either. The 170 should, but I don't know if they've modeled it well enough. Benwing Bird. Did you know they added a Sky Raider? I did. I haven't found the space in my wallet to add it yet, but I definitely saw it. Oh, do they? Is a Sky Raider? Did they have a Sky Raider at the museum that you volunteered for? I didn't even think about that. If it's something they have locally, I really should put it in. They also added McMinnville finally. I was looking at the pictures of it. I'm gonna have to get it and check it out. The museum is there. I can't tell if you can see the spruce goose in it. It's the same one. Nice. Oh, I'm gonna have to pick it up then. I'm gonna have to grab it. Just found they're doing Cobra helicopter, kinda. Yeah, but not. They're doing a Cobra helicopter, but not. Yeah. I'd rather see the older version of the Cobra, and no one's interested in doing that, I don't think. Which is the Apache? Is it the Apache? Getting my helicopters mixed up. There are like 5 helicopters on the way. I'm excited about the BO-105. I'm very excited about the Sea King. Those are the two I'm most excited about. And of course, all the Cowan Sim's going to update like all of his helicopters. Hopefully, he's working on that. Was flying the S-76 yesterday, and it works just fine. Yes, the Dolphin, the Dauphine. That's another great one. That's probably going to be ahead of the Sea King. I think they're going to use that for the Sea King, some of the Sea King stuff. Yes. English is... It is dolphin in English. Really? Okay. I always thought that was a mispronunciation, but dolphin. The dolphin. I will be so poor. Yeah, I know. It's crazy. I'm still not a large enough streamer that I get all the everything free. Oh, we got a little turn here. The freeway turns slightly north, and then there's 21 more miles to the next runway. And then after that, there's more runways on the way. I think we should land next to the runways. What I think. You can always put in dashboard if you want to see that dashboard again. I'm fairly certain that the Dolphin is what they have here, that what they use in Oregon. Pretty sure they're still using that for the Coast Guard here. This one, does it have NOS? Why am I going too slow? Am I not fast enough? You know, it probably does. I don't know if the real one does. This one might. Where did they put that? I do vaguely remember this. Red Heron would know. Looking for that switch. I don't see a button for it. I thought it would be right down here with all the other buttons. I had a car that I put NOS on for a couple of weeks. Oh, you need to catch up. Well, we're gonna be at a. I was gonna say a restaurant. No NOS. I'm even pulled back. Look at this. I'm pulled back. 89%. What was I gonna say? We got a airport in just 20 miles, and then. Yeah. Oh yeah, a friend of mine had a NOS kit on his Trans Am. This was way back when they were 150 horsepower. Now they're more like 250 or 500 horsepower is the kits they sell nowadays. Nobody wants 150 horsepower. But back in my day, adding 150 horsepower was going to take care of just about anyone on the street. It's just got more power. So my friend, he was rebuilding something. He was redoing his carburetor or something. So we put his kit on my car. I guess the word got out because no one wanted to go near it. One dude challenged me. We also put his slicks on there. That's scary because what it was like this, where you just hit a button and you have 150 extra horsepower. So in the car I was driving, I was very worried about the pistons coming through the wall. Gotta go run some errands with the wife. See you. Okay, take care. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Good errand running. We ran our errands yesterday. Took care of everything in the world. Where am I and where is... Oh, the airport's right there. Center. There we go. Wait a little more. We now have 2 knots of wind. So we'll have our choice of runways, and we don't really need a runway. Runway is not super needed. What are you flying today, Marco? Are you flying... Well, obviously you're not flying the PC-12. You'd be easily keeping up. thing just looks so awesome. It just looks so like, I don't know what the word is. It's like a shark or something. It just looks awesome. Oh, late start because of the CTD. Aggressive. It does. It looks aggressive. Extremely. I believe I see the airport. Name's right there. Right there. All right, I'm pulling back. In March, I get to clean all 36 spark plugs on this. Oh, no kidding. Clean them? You don't put in new ones? Wow. A new one is $100. Whoa. Is it? That's like a Ferrari or something. That's like working on a Ferrari. Holy mackerel. And to clean those spark plugs, do you have to be an airplane mechanic to do that? If you don't own the plane? I'm thinking you probably have to be a mechanic. Is that the right airport? Because it seems to only have one runway. I thought I was looking at multiple runways. Yeah, that's it. There's nothing else around. Oh, it's just supervised. Okay. Now I'm curious. Are you cleaning them with carburetor cleaner and a wire brush? Are you using a file like a emery board? That's how we used to clean our spark plugs, but I'm sure they're much smaller. We used to use an emery board. Okay, put some flaps in because we're not getting down there. We're not slowing down. We're not getting down there. There we go. We'll put the rest in a minute. Rest will come in a second. I swear it said there was several runways here. I really am thinking I'm at the wrong... It looks right. It looks right. Are they grass runways and I can't see them? Oh, I think that's it. I think they're grass runways and they're invisible to me at the moment. A spark plug cleaner, compressed air, and a fine abrasive. So yeah, that looks like a runway right there. I think we've got...
Check your fuel, your
There it
snacks
is.
and drinks.
Jeez, that's
Flight
loud
Control
today.
is live.
Woo.
It's go time.
Blurps are working. I'm going a little forward here. Oh, that was too much power. That was too much power. We're going to set down right on the side here. Right in the dirt. Oh, don't stall it. It stalls really fast. Really fast. And then just like that. Okay, that was very long. That was a very long landing. I think the dirt is my favorite part. The dirt spraying all over the place. Here comes another one. Doing a flyby, I guess. Bit of a flyby, and I thought I would look real quick. Just have a look outside my plane and see what kind of, if I'm picking up any dirt. Oh wait, put those flaps up. We don't want the flaps down when we're sitting here in the dirt. You will get, you could get rocks. No rocks on the plane. No, it doesn't pick up dirt. I thought it did. Oh, the tires are. Oh yeah, look at the tires. Whoops. It's not gonna pick up that dirt. So the tires are getting dirty. The slats, nope, nothing else picks up dirt. Letting everybody catch up here. Oh, there's the Kodiak. I'm still waiting for that update. Still waiting for that update. Should have used the pavement for that sucker. Don't forget the beta. The beta on that prop. Big Bird. That's what I was trying to remember. Big Bird. Big Bird is out there. Do you have any news about update of famous flyers or local legends? I do not. I actually don't have any news that you don't have. I never have, like, usually, unless I found a forum somewhere. I have not seen a famous flyer or a local legend updated yet. Oh, to 2024 standard. I have not seen them update anything. There's been at least one that was put out in 2024 standard, and that was the 182Q. But no, I don't think that was a local legend or a famous flyer. So the latest famous flyer, they talk about different versions for the different sims, but I don't know how different they are. Yeah, that would be nice. That would sure be awesome. But I don't know that it's happening. Oh, I know what I'm supposed to be doing. I was going to look at my map here. I don't think we have far to go to the next little airport. 29 miles is a VOR, and then, oh, and then we have a waypoint, which is nothing. Just staying on the freeway. Oh, okay. Now I remember what I did. We have more airports to land at in the second half of the flight, but this is about halfway through the flight. Ooh, who is that dusting up? Oh, it was another one of these. D18 needs it with some, yeah, several of them do, I know. I agree. Several of them need some fixes. So I'm going to jump out for just a short minute, and we will be right back. Like, there's no other twin radial No other twin radial medium? There really isn't, is there? That's true. I don't think there is. I don't think there is. Those planes are not always done to the highest of standards. Right, I will be right back. All right, here we go. Hey, there's a local legend now. Speaking of local legends, no, that one, that button. Speaking of local legends, or is that a famous flyer? I think that's a famous flyer. It's very white, looking very white. Forgot to lock the tail. Uh-oh. Do you have a bad landing? Oh, no one can see what I'm talking about. That one there. I was actually talking about that, not the one that Red Heron's in, the F4F, which is just simply a legend. A absolute legend. Someone's doing a nose dance. All right, let's continue on. We may stop at some airports. We may stop at some non-airports. Who knows what we'll do? Let's see, e-brake, brake. You know what? First of all, since you're here, let's check your fuel. You've been firewalling it. Oh my gosh! We've barely touched the fuel. Okay. The, actually, flaps go down one for this. Flaps go down one. The Jolly Spider just subscribed for 10 months and waiting. Thank you very much. Welcome in. Thanks so much. And we're off. Yes? Are we off the ground yet? Come on. Oh, boy. That took 20 or 30 feet. I'm not very good at this stuff. Shouldn't have taken that long. Come on. Let's go, folks. Yeah, I'm going to slow down. I'm going to try it. Try cruising a little bit slower, see what happens. I don't think it's very hard to find the freeway out here because there's nothing else around. Where did I just say we stopped at? We stopped at, that was, and we just flew over. Oh, geez, I almost had it. Edinburgh? No, not Edinburgh. Lordsburg. Is it Lordsburg, New Mexico? Thank you, Marco. This is why it's so nice having you on the flights. Somebody's listening. It's always good to know that someone is listening. So I have it pulled back and I'm doing 121. Wow, pretty good. Oh, flaps. Look at that. Did you see how much difference the flaps made? My nose just dove towards the ground. So many planes don't react at all to the flaps. This one reacts a ton. And it gave me 20 knots. That one notch of flaps gave me 20 knots. Nice. Very nice. Why is everyone over there? Am I on the wrong freeway? I hate it when people are... There we go. No, I'm correct. I'm where I should be. Okay. Made me nervous there. And what is this Great Lake? You know, that's supposed to... I think that's supposed to be a dry lake bed. I don't think there's any water in there. I don't think there's water in there. Let me see what it says on my map on the side here. Yeah, it doesn't have a name. It's just a big dry lake bed. The sim often does that. It often puts water in dry lakes, and I wonder if they put water on the salt flats where the races are. That's what that is. It's a big, dry, big, wide salt flat. Nothing there. No water there. Unless it just rained. At this time of year, it might. We're getting inches a day right now. Tons and tons. And what's our temp now? Now we have 17. It's actually cooled off a little. Oh, you found a name, Lordsburg Playa. That makes sense because it's right by Lordsburg. But yeah, I don't think there's a... Oh, you could water ski on it. It's playing water skis. I think. No way could this go wrong. Okay, let's try a little water skiing. Let's have a little fun. If I remember, you have to slow down a little bit for this maneuver. See how she goes. Water skiing on a dry lake bed that has water in it today. If I'm too fast, I might just nose right in. We'll see what happens. Yeah, there it is. Oh yeah, nice. Someone coming back the other way. Oh, ooh, that almost got me. Oh, I can go way too deep. Not the most realistic. There it is. A little water skiing and Lordsburg Playa. Oh, and then it even leaves the wake behind you. That's so fun. That's fun. I don't actually think this engine would ever break. I think you can firewall it all day. They don't build it like Black Square or A2A or Cows, or even some of the flying iron planes. You can break all those. All those are breakable. What's that down there? Is that at a hotel or something? Oh, maybe it's a ranch? Oh yeah, it's probably a giant ranch. Probably a giant ranch. We are still on the Pan American Highway. The concept of the highway was built in stages. The first, not long after one could drive across the United States on a paved road, was the highway from Laredo, Texas to Mexico City. The second stage was the interhighway to Panama City. Previously there were no roads and a little commerce between most Central American countries. There was no road between Costa Rica and Panama until, concerned about access to the Panama Canal in a war situation, the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers began a highway in 1941. The third stage, which has not been completed and may never be, continues onward to the southern tip of South America. Terra del Fuego National Park near Worcestershire, Argentina. Both Panama and Colombia, as well as environmentalists, are opposed to building a highway through the Darien Gap that separates the two countries. So there you go. End of the day today, we will have gone over 8,700 miles, 8,700 miles on this highway system. Oh, I thought it was pronounced with a, all the pronunciations I looked up, it was pronounced with a W. So it was like Woshiwa, Woshiwai, Oshiwai, Oshiwai. If you say so, I'll take your word for it. That's not the pronunciation I saw, but Oshiwai. Not like it looks. No, O. Oh, no, not no. No O. Oshiwai. Oshiwai. Like you? There's no O in my name. There's no O in Joel. Oh. Oh, as in you. You. As in you? Ooh. Oh, ooh. Ushiai. Ushiwai. Ooh. Ushiwai. Ushiwai. Argentina. Guests arriving. All right, have a good one. Take care. Oh, is this the pronunciation on YouTube? I don't think that's where I got my pronunciation. There it is. How to say. Okay, I gotta pause my music because I'm curious about this.
You are looking at Julian's pronunciation guide. Other curious word, but how do you say what you're looking for today? Let's learn once and for all how to pronounce this confusing name. Yes, I know the H here makes the spelling really awkward compared to the pronunciation. So it is, of course, located in the Tierra del Fuego in Argentina, and the Spanish pronunciation, therefore, that is used locally is as Ushuaia. Ushuaia. Yes, the H is not pronounced essentially, just ignore it. The English pronunciation is similar as Ushuaia. Here are more videos on how to pronounce more confusing words and names too many mispronounced. Like this video if you found it useful. I appreciate your support. I'll see you soon.
Ushuaia. Ushuaia. Fuego. Fuego. I'm wondering if we can. I keep trying. I wonder if we can see this. Did I pass it? I passed it. I was wondering if we could see the VOR that I passed. Whoops. We can sure see these cactuses. I'm still wondering if I can convince the wife to go to Tucson and look at the cactuses and plains. Plains and cactuses. Look at that. They just blew up. There's a whole forest, a whole park of these in Tucson. They're as big as your plane. Look at that. They're huge. Huge. Oh, people are getting ahead. I guess I can speed back up now. I'm only doing 160. Only doing 160. How folks back here? Woohoo! More fire, more fire. What was I seeing that was just going to have smoke added to it? I think it's one of the Flying Fries aircraft. The update is going to have some smoke. Going to have some smoke. There's a teeny little airport right in there somewhere. Must be a farmer's field, farmer's airport. Oh, it's just below me. It is just below me. Nope, not spotting it. No, the F-18. There he is. At least it's coming out as an F-18. Who knows what it is? It could be anything. Oh, now that looks like a railroad track there. That actually looks like it. Isn't it though? This is a sweet plane, absolutely. Trying to figure out how to say that screen name. Welcome to the flights. Oh, and I didn't put my music back up because I was listening to a pronunciation video. I forgot to put the music back on. A little music for me. There we go. That is a real plane too. There's a lot of planes that are in the sim that people have kind of made up. This is a actual based on a real plane, the DRACO. by Mark Patey. Designed and built. And I think designed, built, and crashed. Need to watch more stuff about it because I'm still not sure if he's going to rebuild it or if he's just going to try a new thing. He's always trying new stuff. This freeway looks pretty good out here for being just out in the middle of nowhere. We got another dry riverbed because we are leaving New Mexico going into Arizona. It is not anymore. Yeah, it is not anymore. Well, the pieces of it are. No rebuild, new plane. Okay. That seems logical. That seems like his personality. It doesn't seem like he would go back and build the same. I'm sure even when he flew it, he thought there was things he could do better. He's had a lot of planes. I've been flying it mostly with just hand flying. Really doesn't need the autopilot. Oh, like the way the landing lights are pointed down. It looks like it's yeah, it is 100% a stall aircraft. Even I can land this in about 50 feet or less. I would say less. It takes off in 10 or 11 feet. So it's 100% designed for stall. It's one of the few airplanes in the sim that when you put flaps in, it really makes a difference. It really makes a difference. And it's got a whole, look at all the different lighting things you can do. It's got all those are lights. I just turn them all on when I'm streaming because it's fun to see, you know, when you're in a group flight. It's fun to see all those lights. Light them up. Light them up! It will do a loop as well. I experimented yesterday. And it will. That's not what it's designed for, but it will. I mean, it's a turboprop. It's this little teeny plane. Plus, you can take your family. Look, you can bring your family along. It's got a first aid kit in back. I hope your family is small. But yeah. It also has a front camera for short landings. It also has a front camera for short landings. Is that what the camera's for? I thought that was for getting through weather and stuff. I never thought about it being for short landings. You mean this? You know, I was watching a great video yesterday about the story of the aircraft. Let me see if I can find that video. Probably someone else can find it quicker than me, but let me see if I can grab that. There's camera 2 while I fumble around the internet. We've got it, because I just watched it, so it should be pretty in my recent history. Great video about the whole story of the DRACO. There it is, right there. Right there. As I go, get completely out of control flying. This video only has 12K likes. It's only got 12K likes there. There we go. So that's a great video about this aircraft, the real one. Really nice. LeBron, thank you very much for the follow. Cheers. Welcome in. All I got's water for the moment. Cheers. No Budweiser for me today. Oh my gosh, I'm not in the right mode in Discord. I need to shut that down. There we go. Shut that down. Oh, here, let me put that in YouTube also. Put that link in if anyone wants to find out about the DRACO. And the guy that built it. I mean, actually has a lot of insights about the builder of this aircraft. It's very much about aviation. Oh, there's one of my airports. Okay, cut power. Let's see how short I can land here. Look at that. Never saw that before on a small airplane. Although you can find IR cameras. Yeah, right. Pretty crazy. Okay, I totally missed the airport. Where'd it go? I'm gonna see how short I can do. First I gotta find it. Where'd it go? Thought I passed it. Yes, over pushing the engine will crash you. Oh, really? Did you just do that? Did you just crash it? Oh, okay. I'm not quite to the airport. It's just over here. Yes, he did. It is not only is it a lot of fun to fly, partly it's a lot of fun to fly in the sim because it's done well. The flight dynamics and the power and the flap, they're really good. So it's hard for you. I don't know how much you can tell watching, but I will trim it out. Okay, there, now it's trimmed out. My hands are off, and put the flaps in. Look at that. So many airplanes do nothing when you put in flaps. There's not an airplane flying that doesn't react to your flaps. Not one.
I can fly. I'm pilot.
That's right. I knew it was Grandpa. I knew it was! We're gonna see if we can stop in the white zone. We're gonna stop in the white zone here. And it's silly to do a touch and go because, you know, once you touch, you're stopped. Once you touch, you're landed. It's always a question for me, because I'm not a stall pilot, when to put in the rest of those flaps. Like, I know you can be pretty close. So we're gonna go here. And yeah, let's dump them all. All the flaps, there it is. Look at that. Now we should be able to do this right here and here. Nope. Nope, he muffed it. I was going too fast. I can't even believe it. Way muffed it. I should have been able to do about 100 feet less. I'm going to sit here a moment, see if anyone else wants to give it a try. See if anyone else wants to give it a try. And look how the ailerons also act as flaps. So they also become part of the flaps when you put the flaps in. Isn't that amazing? That's really something. Well, that ain't gonna make it. Oh my gosh. Anyone? Oh, Speedy Pro, he's in this. He's in the DRACO. He can do it. There goes the 160. Yeah, we got Kodiaks. We got it all. We have a 60 helicopter, a Kodiak. We have an F-18. We have an F-4F. Today, just today. What else we got in here? What just flew over me? There's the Kodiak. Oh, there's a... oh, what just came out? I almost said T6. It's not the T6. The aircraft that Cornado just put out. Indy Motorsports Ranch Airstrip has a circuit. Looks like it uses the runway as a main straight just a few miles away. Oh, nice! We'll have to check that out. I'm waiting to see if anyone makes it landing on the white space. Just the white space. And there's a Corvallis. Corvallis with us. Double Dracos. Look at the cactus out there. It's so cool, super cool. I would join, but I'm still on FS 2020. Yeah, and we, it is unfortunate that we can't fly both, but we don't have a way to do that yet. Microsoft does know that many of us would like to fly in multiplayer on both platforms, but they haven't worked that out, and I'm not sure because, you know, their whole thing is selling planes. Uh-oh! Oh, Marco stalled. It does that too. It stalls suddenly. When it does stall, it stalls all of a sudden. So you want to be right by the ground before you stall. Here comes the Kodiak. That actually can land pretty fast, pretty short, but not that short. Did you use the reverse thrust? And that one is something's weird with Midlife's Kodiak. Do you have an airport for this spot? That's cool. Now I want to see this. I want to see the airport with the circuit. I'm gonna have to look on my map to see where that is. Is it just straight ahead? Oh, the motor. It says something motorsports. Something motorsports. Oh, it has like a go-kart track. That looks like a go-kart track. Hey, thank you for the follow. FBA chain, is that what it is? Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Appreciate the encouragement always. I'm going to do a normal takeoff, which I haven't done today. I've done only stall takeoffs. Even, see, that's a normal takeoff. It's like less than 100 feet without even trying. There we go. There's Cobra. Happy Sunday evening. Welcome. Welcome to the Sunday cruise. We are now doing a side trip, which we have a couple of them planned. This is an unplanned side trip. Going to check out a little go-kart track. Yeah, if I'd noticed that on my map, I would have stopped there. That reminds me, when we were in Austin, I forgot to show you the F1 track. Oh, you did! It seems like we've seen it before on some other flight, but yeah, that would have been cool. That would have been cool. The track at Long Beach should be easier to see. It's mostly downtown Long Beach. But if you know the track, now that they've done the City Update 13, it should be easier to see that track in the sim. Yeah, right. We got the 60 right on us. Here comes the Kodiak. Ooh, the Kodiak's fast. Jeez. Come flying by. Does that have NOS? So there, I think this is the runway over here. I think it's just over here. Oh, it's a teeny runway. Look at how thin that is. That's really small. Yeah, very cool. There's the track. Wow, you can see that really, it's really well done. You can see it really well. Cobra is driving it. This can't do that. If you try and drive something, this will just take off. That's a challenge, isn't it? It sounds like a challenge that I just made up for myself. Let's see if I can drive the track. I just have to do that thing that's so hard to do, and that is not put the throttle all the way forward. I have a hard time with that. Let's see if we can make it on this runway. Yeah, the runway literally goes right into the track. How crazy. Going way fast. Way fast. Okay, that's all I got. Oh yeah, but that's gonna work. That is gonna work. I'll put the flaps right up. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, tail loop. Ah! Ground loop. Oopsie. Oopsie daisy. Alright, let's see if I can do this. I have to get this figured out. Oh yeah. I don't know if I can do more than idle around the track. Oh, it goes both ways. We'll try going this way. That's crazy. Alright, let's speed it up a little. Oh, there's a short or a long loop. Got the helicopter right over it. Oh, it's sharp too. Oh man, whoa. See, look at that. It takes off. It just takes off too soon. I'm already taking off. I was barely giving it any throttle at all. Just barely anything. Flaps up, no throttle. Oh, that must be the short loop. I'll go back around. That was the downdraft of the heli. I wonder if it was. That would be really amazing if the game was that good. As it really could put it in the air. You did it this time? You got a short landing? Alright, you got to bring the heli back over so I can see if I lift off when the heli goes around. Let's see if this does it. If this picks up the aircraft. Yeah, I don't think it's that accurate. Maybe if I had, maybe if I could turn on the turbulence. Oh, I see. There's a longer loop over here. Over this way. There's like a longer loop. Just here. There we go. It's like the cross cart. Oh, no, 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 whoa! It doesn't do that good in the dirt. I'm surprised. I thought it would do better. Nope, it's not gonna work. It was me. It was me going too fast. The helicopter's not picking it up. There we go. Now we got the long loop. It's hard to stay... Steve Riggs has turned around backwards. It's hard to stay forward, isn't it? Or are you doing it backwards on purpose? Have I tested FS Realistic Pro? I have not, because you need the camera system, and I'm really stuck on using my head tracking. So my head tracking will break with chase plane. And if, from what I understand, to use FS Realistic, you have to have chase plane. Isn't that correct? So I haven't tried chase plane because I really like having, especially for helicopters, it's like I'm so stuck on using head tracking. Oh yeah, this is a lot longer. This is a lot longer around. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It literally will slide off the track. It's very hard to do this. It's really hard to do this. It's really hard. Cobra's got it down. All right, we're almost back. Marco had a successful drop. Have you used it? Have you used FS Realistic? It looks amazing. I mean, I've seen a lot of people using it. Tail Rotor's giving it a try. Ogate's giving it a try. Steve Riggs. Oh, that's the runway. It's really hard to stay on the track, and we're all done. We're all done. We're going to go back. on the road. Now, from where I am, I should be able to take off. Is that birds? No, that's rocks. I should be able to take off before those rocks. There we go. Break off. And I should be able to get off the ground before the rocks. Uh-oh. Yes. Okay. Weird. It was acting funny. I think I bent my landing gear. It was acting very strange. We're all good. Flaps and flaps. Back on the road. Nice. Now I gotta find the road. I think it's back this way. Oops. Oops. Yes, it's just like this. Right in that area. There we go. Gosh, I gotta get going. I got things, very unimportant things to do. Uh-oh. What do those lights mean? Wing fuel is empty. How's that possible? I had so much fuel. I had so much fuel. What happened? I'm doing a dead stick landing right now. Now we are doing a dead stick landing in the desert. I think everything's off. I'm just doing it for practice, but it should be fine. Yeah, nice and quiet. Yep, no power. I'm glad I noticed those lights. I just would have flown until I stalled. Very rocky out here. Not the best. Let's get as slow as we can. This is where the becomes important. Yes, definitely fuel. Anyone got fuel in their aircraft? Anyone of you? I'm being shot at. Oh, that's probably what the problem was. He probably shot out my tanks ages ago. That's probably was my difficulty. Wow, I'm glad I didn't hit one of those huge rocks. Ah, there we go. There's some fuel. That really surprises me. I had 80% fuel and suddenly it went to nothing in a very short time. So you can use up all your fuel. It can be done. I just had to show this was just a demonstration, so everybody could see how easy it is to get in trouble. Okay, bring the condition lever back, and everything else is fine. I think this will work. My fuel pumps are on. I have fuel again. Fuel warnings are off. This is the start button right here. Where it's going, and condition lever just to the idle. There we go. Let us start back up with fuel. The helicopter's dusting me. The prop is dusting me. Ah, you missed. I should have a lot of dirt on the tail, but I just have a teeny bit of dirt on the wheels. Just a little. I still don't think there are many developers that are using all of the elements in 2024 in their planes. There's just not a lot of them. I gotta figure out how to get out of here without bending my landing gear on these rocks. Okay, so I have a start. Good start. Starter off. Condition lever full forward. I can hear those machine guns going. And we'll go just this way. And then I think I can do it. Here we go. Look out! I'm going to take off right into you. Oh, yeah. Wow. Oh, that was without flaps even. That was clean. That was taken off clean. I took off before the first rock. Holy mackerel. I think it must be on the other side of these hills that the freeway is. Or is it right there? Is that it? No, it must be just on the other no, that's it, isn't it? I think that's it. That sure looks like a 2-lane freeway to me. The I-10 across the USA. There we go. Now I can turn the music back on. I had to hear when when my engine goes out. I like to be able to hear what's going on. All good. I caught it. We're fine. You're on the I-10, literally. Are you now driving the I-10? Or did you run out of fuel also? Someone was driving the whole way. For a minute, for a couple days, seeing if they're here. Not here today. Lots of people here, though. Good to see everyone. I really didn't know how many people would not be interested today with all the stuff going on. All the sports programming that's on TV. Maybe on Tuesday, the flight will be in Milan. Just a thought. Starting to get a little more interesting as we get closer to Tucson. There's a bit more that goes on as far as landscape. It's a bit more landscape. There's another airport for a land and go in just a minute. Just a quick minute. No reason to do a touch and go on a stall. Look at these hills. Look at these hills. One of the screensavers on my television right now is the Death Valley. Death Valley looks amazing. Yeah, but look at that. Oh, and it's a rest area too. It's a nice rest stop. So the airport must be just on the other side of these hills. To go around them and then go right. I should be right at the airport. You haven't been to Fort Davis since 2024 came out. Interested to see if they improved the graveyard. Should I give it away? Should I give it away? Because you should know, actually, Marco. You should be able to answer your own question there, because 2024 didn't. It's not anything different, except for the stuff they added. But the scenery is very similar. So they didn't upgrade it, no. Jack Link, hello, welcome. Because that is a POI, but it's not fantastic. It's going great. I survived my running out of fuel, and we're doing good. Doing good. Just about to do another quick landing. And then we'll be over to Tucson, and we're going to circle the graveyard, and we'll probably circle the other stuff on the next flight. As we leave, we'll want to circle more of Tucson and check out the cacti and stuff, which we saw out here too. Nice, just flying around Levi Stadium in the skyship. Oh, are you? They did that in. They did that for the Microsoft Flight Sim official the other day. That's fun. Curious if the missile silo in Green Valley is modeled. Oh, I wonder. Is that in Tucson? I don't think it's been modeled like as a. I don't think it's been handcrafted because I didn't see it as a POI, but I might have missed it. Lots of jets flying around the stadium. Oh, really? Lots of jets. Is that real world traffic then? Lots of private jets? Just outside of Tucson. Well, I'm going to have to look on my map and see. Check that out. Oh, the airport's still a little ways. It's just over here. I think I turned too soon. Oh, they're all multiplayer. Oh, okay. Fully restored Titan missile silo. Fully restored, you mean someone restored it for like their house or something? For a house or a museum? One of those kind of restorations? I've probably seen pictures of it or video of it, if that's what it is. Oh, it's a museum. That'd be interesting. Museum. I went to the... Oh, geez, now I forgot. When I visited my cousins, actually I went to my aunt's wedding. She got married in her 80s again. We went to Tri-Cities area in Washington, and they have a museum about... now I'm forgetting where it is. They built most of the nuclear weapons or parts of them in this spot in Washington, and you can go there, but it's kind of far. But they have a museum all about it, about this place where they built them all. Kind of wild. Kind of wild. There's nuke silos in Spokane. Oh, they're all over the place. Yeah. Yeah. But they built the majority of the nuclear weapons for the U.S. up until I think the 60s at this site in Washington. I totally can't remember what it is. It's a super site now, and you can go visit it. Why am I not slowing down suddenly? I should be slowing down. There we go. I messed up this landing because I was talking. I think the majority were built in Amarillo, Texas. Well, they didn't build any of them in one place, unless it's not... Oh, no, I'm sorry. It wasn't the weapons. It was the uranium. They were making the uranium for weapons. Now I really am curious. I'm totally spacing on what it's called. There a lot of people were employed there. What's that? Yeah, that's it. The Hanford site. The Hanford site in Washington. Oh, dang it, I did it again. Almost. Oh! I almost messed it up again. The Hanford nuclear plant, which was closed down, oh gosh, it's been a while, but the museum is pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. It has what it was like to live there. It has one of the trailers, which they had hundreds of, that people lived in. Everyone that was employed there had to live there for security. So if you went to work there, you were living there. And it's really nothing there. It's really out in the desert. Probably a lot like Amarillo, Texas. Now we just have a few miles left and we'll be in Tucson. 16 miles, about 30 miles. And we'll be in Tucson. We'll do a couple laps of the well, it's right by where we're landing. We could just land in the airplanes. It's right there. It's decades back to the Manhattan Project. Yes, it's a long time ago. Someone made a movie about that. Oh, it's a big Sunday. It's a big event coming on. I'll play this kind of music. In fact, I think I saw Pentec's nuke assembly plant in Amarillo when we were doing the R-66 flights. Oh, that sounds familiar. I think Hanford, I would have to look it up now because I'm forgetting, but I think they were enriching uranium out there. And they made a lot for many, many years. Okay, well, that was a good practice. Now let's try it on screen. Woo, dang, that's not liking that. It's not wild about that. Plutonium. Was it plutonium? Not uranium. Plutonium. I believe you're right. Pretty darn sure you're right. Plutonium. Hanford Nuclear Site. Nothing to do with today's flight. It is decommissioned nuclear production complex operated by the United States federal government on the Columbia River in Benton County in the U.S. state of Washington. It is also known as the Site W and the Hanford Nuclear Reservation, established in 1943 as part of the Manhattan Project. The site was home to the Hanford Engineer Works and B reactor, the first full-scale plutonium production reactor in the world. Plutonium manufactured at the site was used in the first atomic bomb, which was tested in the Trinity nuclear test, and in the Fat Man bomb used in the bombing of Nagasaki. During the Cold War, the project expanded to include 9 nuclear reactors and 5 large plutonium processing complexes, which produced plutonium for most of the more than 60,000 records built in the U.S. Weapons, I said records. You see my browser. Oh, that's weird. I had the button off. On. I had the button on. That's okay, as long as you don't see my trousers. Okay to see my browser, but we wouldn't want you to see my trousers. So the planes in the Boneyard have hitboxes? What? What? I don't understand that comment. Interesting fact about the planes in the Boneyard, many of them are just stored there until they need them again. Forever I thought those were the planes that were decommissioned, but not all of them are decommissioned. Some of them are just resting. Basically, they're just resting. Oh, don't clip one of the wings, they'll grab you. So, yeah, they're solid objects then. They have bounding boxes. That's what you meant. Now I get it. And he makes it. Yes, it will do a loop. They just gained an F-18E. Ouch. Well, you know, the cool thing is there's a lot of parts to repair it right there. A lot of parts to repair it right there. test. Is it double Heim? It's working. Your test works. Chat check complete. Oh, and if you're wondering who I'm talking to, I'm actually dual streaming. So I'm on Twitch, talking to the chat on Twitch. That's if you're wondering why I'm talking like there's something else happening that you're missing. You're not missing anything. It's just most of the chat is on Twitch, where I've been for 4.5 years. I've been on YouTube, live streaming on YouTube just for a short time. What is that right there? What is that city? Oh, there's a whole bunch of cities. A whole bunch of cities right here as we come into Tucson. There's a lot going on. Tucson spreads out for quite a ways. I think it's over 1 million people. I can't remember. But I do know this. The 309th Aerospace Maintenance and Regeneration Group, 309th AMARG, often called the Boneyard, is United States Air Force aircraft and missile storage and maintenance facility in Tucson, Arizona, located in Davis-Mathan Air Force Base. The 307th was previously Aerospace Maintenance and Regeneration Center and the Military Aircraft Storage Disposition Center. The 309th takes care of the nearly 4,000 aircraft, which makes it the largest aircraft storage and preservation facility in the world. An Air Force Material Command Unit, the group is under the command of Ogden Air Logistics Complex at Hill Air Force Base, Utah. The 309th was originally meant to store excess Department of Defense and Coast Guard aircraft, but has in recent years been designated the sole repository of out-of-service aircraft from all branches of U.S. government. Isn't that nuts? Isn't that nuts? Now, look how beautiful it is out here. Look how gorgeous this is. With the mountains off in the distance. And and all of the aircraft flying around and the helicopters. I can sure hear that H-60. I don't see it now. I don't know where it is, but I sure hear it. Interesting. That looks like a massive solar site right there. And there it is. There it is, folks. Let's go in. I bet we can go about 40 here. I'm guessing we can do about 40 as we circle around it. It is, as Marco was asking, it has not been updated since 2020. So it just kind of copies itself over and over again. But you get the idea. You get the idea. Okay, let's bring it all the way back. And see how much it slows down. It's gonna require some skills to do some slow flight and not crash. Not crash it. There we go. So you've got a just massive, look at all those B-52s. And right next to the B-52s is, right there is the Love Shack. Right next to the B-52s. Then you've got disassembled aircrafts over here. They have these giant, what do they call them? Guillotines. They have these giant cranes with blades on them where they cut up planes that are not going to be put back in service. And then there they have some miniature CH-47s, rows and rows of these way too small. The model is weird of the CH-47, or not even, it's the So one before that, and then these are what, C-130s? C-130s maybe under there. They could also be 737s. Some type of Boeing aircraft, and then we have rows of these. I forgot what the aircraft that is. 117, C-17? Or did I get that backwards? More helicopters. Rows and rows. And then jets. All different kinds of jets. And we're not even to the edge at all. Look at how far this goes. Sea Knight? Yeah, the Sea Knight. Maybe that's what those are. They look more like that. They look like a Sea Knight. Good call. Now I'm just drifting with the wind. I literally think the wind is just... I'm just kind of floating on the wind here in this aircraft. I have a 14-knot wind. And it's just kind of pushing me along a little sideways. More B-52s. So I believe we have another Love Shack around here somewhere. Geez, Joel is gone with the wind. There's the base right there. And what I was just reading, you used to be able to visit this. So they would basically take you around in a bus and show you all the different aircraft. But it looks like, from what I just read, that's not available anymore, or it's not available right now. I don't know which it is. It probably was discontinued for COVID. Maybe it hasn't been recontinued. But then there's somewhere here is a giant aircraft museum. So if I come out here, I can go to the museum and take many, many pictures to share with people. What am I doing now? That's a very safe speed. 76, very safe. You can just cruise around real slow like. And look at all the jets. Look at all these now. And the reason they look like white blobs, most of these aren't done right. That white on them is a white coating they put on them to protect them. They cover them with this white coating to protect them from the desert. And it keeps them really secure. Because of the dry air and the almost no humidity, these aircraft, the parts can stay really good for a long, long time. There are some different aircraft out here. There really is. So, and I went by just a line of A-10s, and I didn't point that out. There was an entire line of A-10s out here. But just look at how huge this is. It's so massive. I'm going to see if I can find the museum. It's somewhere... I might need to use my map. It's somewhere by the airport. Plus the right reflects the sunlight. If they were black, then that's right. That's what I mean by protecting them from the desert. It's reflecting the sunlight so they don't get so hot. The Prima Air Museum, just south of the runway, I think. I don't know if it... Let's see what that looks like. I believe you're right. Oh, I know what it looks like. It looks like a bunch of blobby aircraft because they haven't done it right, which is unfortunate. But you can see where it is. You can definitely see where it is. This stream cost me money because now I got to get the another airplane because there's one. There's one out here, not very far from me, and I really want to get the McMinnville, which is where the McMinnville Museum is. Is that it right there? I think the museum is right there. Is that right? Oh, can anyone confirm or deny? No, that's just a bunch of junk. A lot of the museum I know is outdoors though, and I think it's right by the Boneyard. Yep, that might be it. See, there's some planes there. Nah, that's the stuff they're tearing apart. That's the stuff they're junking. That's not the museum. Oh, you paused over it. Am I in the completely wrong side? Oh, you're right there. Okay. I gotcha. Oh yeah, so this is what I was talking about. Look at all the aircrafts they have here outside the museum. Now all these I'm fairly certain are there on display. So you can walk around outside and see all these aircraft. And then there's also an inside area, but it's look at them all. Look at all those. That's a lot of aircraft. So that looks just like photogrammetry. That doesn't look like they did any justice to the museum. You were there a month ago? No kidding. That's awesome. That is awesome. Okay, Marco and Red are already landed. Let's land in there, and we will go get some cream cheese and pear. That's what I'm having today for my snack. Cream cheese and pear. Oh, and wheat thins. Cream cheese and wheat thins and pear. We'll watch some kind of sports show. And root for I don't know. I still don't know who I'm not rooting for anybody. I want them both to lose. They can't tie, can they? Anyone have predictions? It is really worth the visit. Well, I have some friends who said I can come stay in their house here. So that's why I'm seriously considering it. It's just like when. Just a matter of when. When's the best time in between appointments? All right, we're going to pop down right here. Right there. Oh, that was my best landing of the day. And I won't brake. I'll just coast on over here. Sky Raider, that's what I'm thinking of. The Sky Raider. Oh, it's the men's snowboard finals, I think, are today. Men's snowboard finals in Italy. Or is it the then there's the ice skating. I think the ice skating is also happening. All that jazz. All that stuff. Okay, let's turn the lights out. All the lights. Except the beacon. We'll leave the beacon on. So that we know, oh, they go in the middle. They all go in the middle. Okay. It'd be easier if I had a full flight simulator like that 737 I flew. It's so much easier with the actual buttons. Can turn the... No, we'll wait till we turn the engine off. So we'll kill the engine and watch it wind down, because it's so fun to watch wind down. Animation is so nice. It's so great. I want to thank everyone for flying along, as always. And there we go. We should put the flaps up, though, because we want to keep those tidy, keep those out of the way. Flaps up, ignition off, fuel pumps off, generator off, last bit of lights off, and the power. Oh, avionics off first, then the power. And you can, I think you can open this side. If you open this side, it'll throw you out, but I think you can open that side. Yes, you can open that side, and then you can have a door open, so we can jump out here and go stand by the open door. Oh yeah, look how dirty at least the wheels get dirty, but nothing else. Everything else is spotless. I'm a very clean flyer. I fly very cleanly. Very clean flyer. There we go. And there we are. Yeah, look at that. All right. We will see you on Tuesday. I'm thinking, yeah, Italy. I'm thinking of maybe a flight in Italy. That is my plan as of now. As many people know, my plans tend to change. I'm getting a new thing on Tuesday I'm very excited about, but I'm not going to... I've talked enough about that thing. No matter where you go, there you are. Isn't it the truth? Isn't that the truth? Now it's all quiet here. Thanks, Cobra. Thanks, Marco. Thanks, Red Heron. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks for watching Flights with Joel.
Have a good evening. Take care. Woo!
Streams ending, we had fun.
Oh, yeah.
Lots of joy, oh, what a run. With Jolie
Stick around for the
high, through the clouds, waiting for
raid. See if there's anyone around. Good night.
Flights with Joel, what a show. Laughter, thrills, and fun did flow. Thanks for watching, what a ride. Flights with Joel, see you next time. That's what Joel. What a show. Laughter, thrills, and fun did flow. Flights for watching, what a ride. Flights with Joel, see you next time. From takeoff to landing, every mile, Joel made us laugh and made us smile. Come again for high flying fun. Adventures with Joel have just begun. So thanks for watching, what a ride. Hope to see you by our side. Join us next time for adventures new. Joel leading in the sky so blue. Woo! Flights with Joel, what a show. Laughter, thrills, and fun did flow. Thanks for watching, what a ride. Flights with Joel, see you next time.
Thanks for watching.